You were talking about mindset and the idea of suffering. There is two sides to this. So the idea that on one side, I am not stopping no matter what. I'm okay ending up in the hospital versus the other side, which is it's okay to DNF sometimes. It's so do not finish. Let's be smart about this. That line is tricky. How do you play with that line? Because I feel like you are always on one side of it where it says, I'm not going to stop until I'm done this race.
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I got to be honest. I always push as hard as I can every single race. So, the handful of races at DNF, I've usually been where I get timed out, where I'm so destroyed that I can't make a cutoff because I'm going so slowly, or I felt like I was going to do some sort of long-term damage, some lasting damage. So other than that, I always commit to myself that you're either going to cross the finish line or you're not going to make it to an aid station by the cutoff. So you're just not going to stop until either of those two.
That's easy to say, but when you are in it, I feel like so many thoughts go into your head that you really have to fight with yourself and keep going on.
That's the problem, is thinking. If you have any thoughts, then you're not doing it right. I mean, to me, the best way to get through a tough time is by not thinking, just executing, just being in the here and now, the present moment of time, and just trying to take your next footstep to the best of your ability. So when things get really tough to me, I don't think, oh, I've only got 20 minutes to get to the next checkpoint, or it's 20 miles to the finish, or it's 5 miles to the next aid station. I just think about my next footstep. So I put on the blinders to the future, and I don't allow my mind to wander into the past. It requires some discipline because our minds are so active. Even when you're exhausted, our minds are so active. And even now, as we're talking, you're probably thinking of 1,000 things, right? You're thinking of what's the next question I'm going to ask Dean? What's for lunch? Did I feed the dog this morning? All these things. But I quiet my mind. I've learned how to remove any extraneous thought except for my next footsteps. And that has gotten me to the finish line of so many races where I thought I would never make it.